You've been told that building a boat demands a massive workshop, a six-figure budget, and years of your life. That single lie has killed more dreams than rough seas ever could. But here's the brutal truth. The only thing standing between you and a seaworthy catamaran you built with your own two hands is a set of plans so precise that they erase every guesswork. And I'm about to expose the construction method that was once reserved for military prototypes because it's so ridiculously fast. Most first-time builders waste months just deciphering cryptic blueprints, not because they lack skill, but because the information is deliberately hidden. By the way, I left a link in the first comment below. It contains a digital shortcut that slashes the learning curve into dust. You'll absolutely want it before I reveal the one step that destroys novice projects. Imagine stepping onto a silent, stable platform that you welded, glassed, and sculpted from raw sheets of plywood. The feeling is euphoric, but the path is littered with traps. The first is material selection. Marine-grade plywood sounds obvious, yet there is a specific grade that professional yards pray you never discover because it costs 70% less and outperforms the fancy stuff in impact resistance. Then comes the adhesive. Not all epoxy is created equal. One formulation turns brittle under UV exposure, and your hull starts weeping microcracks within a single season. I will name the exact epoxy later, but only if you stay with me. The real nightmare, the soul-crushing wall that makes grown men abandon half-finished hulls in their backyard, is lofting. Lofting is the ancient art of translating tiny paper plans into full-size templates on a dusty floor. It requires geometric precision, back-breaking hours on concrete, and a single measurement error can twist your entire catamaran into an unsaleable disaster. This is where dreams get buried. It feels like you are carving a puzzle blindfolded. And yet, remember that link in the first comment. It is a downloadable template pack that bypasses lofting entirely. No chalk lines, no agonizing math, no wasted plywood. You print, you trace, you cut. That sheet alone has launched more home-built catamarans than any YouTube tutorial ever will. But let's say you survive lofting. Now you face the stitch and glue assembly. You drill hundreds of tiny holes along curved seams, thread copper wire, and tighten until the panels beg for mercy. The temptation is to rush. Rushing introduces a twisted hull that will never track straight. Patience here is not a virtue, it is survival. The hidden secret is a specific wiring sequence that locks fairness into the hull before a drop of epoxy touches the joint. I will explain that sequence, but first you must understand why fillet size matters more than weld strength. Too thin and your joint splinters. Too thick and you add dead weight that steals your payload capacity. The sweet spot is a radius exactly matching the plywood thickness. That one ratio eliminates 90% of structural failures. And while the epoxy is still green, you lay the biaxial fiberglass tape. Not woven roving. That amateur mistake soaks up resin like a sponge and leaves you with brittle armor. Biaxial fabric conforms to curves, doubles your impact resistance, and hides its own dirty little secret. If you pre-coat the plywood with a thinned epoxy wash, the chemical bond becomes so molecularly deep that water intrusion becomes impossible. Now, you might be wondering about the deck, the rigging, the dagger boards. Those are coming. But the true pivot point of this entire project, the moment where you decide if you are a boat builder or just a dreamer, happens around the third week when the initial excitement has evaporated and all you see is a raw skeleton. That is when the link in the first comment transforms from a cheat code into a lifeline. Inside, it is the complete set of construction plans that spoon-feed you every dimension, every curvature, every glassing schedule. You do not need to be an engineer. You simply follow the pages. This is not a generic PDF off a forum. It is the exact system that a reclusive designer perfected after 32 hull prototypes. The plans include the beam socket alignment jig, the shear clamp lamination schedule, and the mystery of the asymmetrical hull tunnels that eliminate slamming in a chop. Without this, you are gambling. With it, you are building a vessel that can cross oceans. So here's what you do next. Stop scrolling. Move your cursor to the first comment right now. Click that link and download the resource. It is completely free and it will inject rocket fuel into your build. Your catamaran is not a distant fantasy. It is a stack of plywood and a set of instructions waiting for your hands. Click it